A lot of energy in the studio. Joined here by the sidekick, John Music, and by the man running the controls, Ian. Woo! And we're going to have a good time today. We talk about religion, spirituality, politics. We interview authors. We're going to have an author named Chuck Gutenson. Yeah, Chuck Gutenson is going to be with us today. And he's going to join us in the second hour. Natural health coach Shelley Pagitt with her health tip of the week. And we're going to talk about the marriage vow, this political and religious document coming out of the conservatives in Iowa that some of our politicians are being asked to sign. And, of course, the cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me, and a write-on. A write-on going out to a Somali-born Muslim optimist hip-hop artist with a good sound.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full show. It's going to be a full run.
I'm ready. I'm so excited for this show, Doug.
So grab your ticket and your suitcase.
Are you kidding? We have Charles Gutenson.
Charles Gutenson's joining us. I mean, I don't know. Where else do you get this kind of variety, this kind of intellect, this kind of Sunday afternoon cocktail party?
Nowhere.
Nowhere that I know of.
Nope.
I mean, if we could find the afternoon delight anywhere else, we would most certainly go find it, but we can't. So we join together here and we talk about religion in a whole fun and new way. At least we tend to think so.
I think it's fun.
So my name is Doug Pagitt, and I'm privileged to join John Music, the sidekick here on the program, the man who warms his hands by the fire. If you know what I'm saying. John used that expression with me today and asked me if I knew of it. He said it's a religious expression. It's a preacher's word.
Yes.
It's a phraseology that some religious folks would know because the preacher would say, "Are you one who warms your hands by the fire?" And I'd never heard that phrase before. Tell us what that is.
Well, okay, so it references when, like, Jesus was being tried, and Peter was down in the courtyard, and he was warming his hands by the fire, and the servant girl asked him, "Hey, weren't you with Jesus?" And 3 times he said no. And so the whole, he says, "No, I don't know him, I don't know him, I don't know him." And then
the situation of this is that the Bible stories say that Peter's standing by the fire warming himself.
He's warming his hands when he should be like up with Jesus, helping him to defend himself. My microphone's gone.
We've lost all audio in the room. We'll just keep talking. We'll just act like we hear nothing now anymore.
So if this is actually going out on the radio, so the point is that when you are like too close to things that are bad,
yes,
you're warming your hands by the fire.
I got you. I think that may have come unplugged underneath.
Is this?
That'll do it.
Yeah. All right, so we'll keep talking. So the phrase is,
yes.
You're someone who's not where Jesus is.
No.
Instead, you're down there with the sinners.
Yeah,
you're down there with the backturners.
You're getting
as
close to the bad stuff as you possibly can. So you're warming your hands by the fire.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, John Music, the sidekick,
yes,
and the man with very warm hands.
And hey, Doug, you gave me a hard time because when I would go get my hair cut at, like a Great Clips place.
Yes.
You're supposed to go in and you take who they give you, okay? But I would always choose the person I want, and you just felt that was an
In the course of this show, we've had an ongoing disagreement about how pushy one is supposed to be when it comes to their selecting their hairstylist at your $9 haircutting place.
It's actually $15. But anyway, so I went in to the place I always go to, and I didn't, because I usually select Forrest or Sophia.
Yes.
Forrest because he's good, and Sophia because she's an angel. And neither of them, I just took the person that they gave me, okay? And I sat down, and I got a haircut.
Yeah. And a man with righteous hands, freezing cold hands, did the right thing.
Yes, but she didn't do anything I told her to do. My hair looks nothing like what I told her to do.
Huh.
And I wouldn't complain about it because she was kind of cute. Thanks, Doug. I got this haircut because of you. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a pretty good haircut, but it's not what I wanted.
It's the way of the righteous, though.
That's too much work.
Righteousness is too much work. John and I are joined by Ian. Ian is the only professional around here, the one that when we kick things under the table and make all the sound disappear, he makes the sound come back like magic.
Plugs are important.
He's a magician. I thought we were moving to a wireless world. I've been promised a wireless and paperless world since I was in like 7th grade. And now here I just move my feet under the table and all sound stops.
Yeah, I mean, if you could see...
That seems a little silly.
If you could see like the network of wires that are underneath the table right now.
Don't look.
If you knew what it took to make this radio station shine.
Right.
And then, they bring people like us in here that don't know what we're doing, and we start kicking around and unplugging things. Well, Ian, how was your week?
It was great.
Yeah, anything special did you have going on? Can you even remember? You came out of your 4th of July bliss.
Can you remember?
Well, a lot of us, by the time you get to Sunday, last last Tuesday, which was my birthday. I'm sure you were going to ask about that. I'd forgotten that until just now, that's what happened this week. Tuesday was my birthday. But Ian, how was your week?
Good.
Yeah. Did you do anything special, anything fun? You have some great new shows started here on the radio station,
I understand. The Green Power Hour yesterday. That was fun. That's 10 a.m.
The Green Power Hour.
Yeah, it's quite a show. It's just 4 guys kind of chatting.
Really? That sounds like a great radio show idea. I just don't know why you'd need 4. It seems a little wasteful. You need that 4th guy for. Do you think the Green Power Hour guys would come on over to the Doug Pagitt radio program with us on a Sunday morning, or are they strictly a Saturday morning Power Hour?
They are pretty strict on their Saturday mornings.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to have them on here to interview them, talk to them about what's going on in their show on the Green Power Hour. What else is happening here on the radio station on Saturday mornings?
Let's see. We are going to be, I've made this announcement a bit cautiously. Mm-hmm. But thanks to the help of you guys and the excellent program you guys do with your webcam, we are going to mimic that. We're going to be Doug Pagitt-esque.
Yes.
Here at AM 950.
Yes, say more.
With your help.
Oh, dear. So the radio station is going to hit the video web.
Yes, we are.
It's stepping into the latter part of the first decade of the 21st century. That's exciting.
Yep.
So people will be able to not only listen to the program on their digital devices, in their cars, and their stereos at home, and in their bathroom shower radios.
Safely.
But they'll be able to watch the show.
Yes,
maybe all the shows, or many of the shows.
All the shows that want to. We've had a few shows that are like, we never come in showered, so...
Which ones are those?
I will list them off right now.
Who are the people that can't get themselves bathed?
The Doug Pagitt radio show.
Thank you very much.
Hey, this is like the first Sunday I've not taken a shower before the show, and here I am.
And here you are. And we're going to put you on the webcam. Yeah. We're not ashamed, even with that funny-looking haircut and,
maybe if we have
unshowered.
Thanks, Doug.
Well, I don't think it's funny. You said it was. I didn't even notice you had a haircut. I thought you looked just like you did every day.
And just like I didn't notice you had a birthday this week.
You sure didn't.
We can integrate the 3 cameras we're going to have with the 2 you guys. We'll just have some spectacular 5-camera angle 2-man show.
It'll be like laser rock in here.
In some worlds, they call that television. That's basically what we're stepping this up to television around here. There's a whole new quality level for what we're doing. So exciting things happening over here at the juggernaut that is AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Fun thing, new programming and new ways to get that programming.
Yes.
In fact, this radio show, if some of you are really on the advanced edge of your technologies, like you carry a digital device in your pocket that allows you to make phone calls and record videos and enter the internet, there is a program called Stitcher, Stitcher, Stitcher. And Stitcher is your internet portable radio application. And Doug Pagitt Radio is now part of Stitcher.
Yay!
So if you listen to other podcasts or radio internet programming on Stitcher, you can now look for Doug Pagitt. And if you've never heard of Stitcher before, and you have one of those fancy devices that have applications, iPhones and Blackberries and Droids and all the rest of that, search for the application Stitcher. It's free, and it lets you organize all of your podcasts and internet radio programming. Right there on Stitcher. And AM 950 should clearly have a station there on Stitcher. So I'm sure it will.
Well, of course, we do have our app.
And AM 950 has its own app, which is fantastic. So if you're driving in your car, like you're in the house and you're saying, I want to keep listening to the radio program, but sometimes I know I'm going to get into places where my AM radio reception isn't as clear as I'd like it to be, you plug in your portable device and you've got us with you all along. The whole station, not just this show, everything you'd want.
And this has been the morning opening of self-promotion.
Well, we just want to tell, not just for me, but for the whole station. A lot of people find themselves part of this little community around here, and they want to, they want to share it. They want to take it with them. They want to listen in more than one place.
Yes.
I know there are people standing in their kitchens right now saying, I really need to get out and care for the kids in the backyard, but I feel like I don't want to miss the end of the segment. And they can just plug their headphones in and take it out in the backyard with them, and the kids can be safe. So really, this is about keeping the children safe.
It is.
And it's the children that we refer to as the humane protection of the innocent fruit of our conjugal intimacy.
Oh, just wait, people, for
otherwise known as intimacy, or otherwise known as children. Hey, we're going to talk about this. There's a conservative group out of Iowa called the Family Leader, and they put out a vow that they're asking all presidential candidates to sign, and presidential candidates are signing this thing. Michelle Bachmann and Rick Santorum and these other people, they're signing this pledge. And we're going to talk about it because it's one of the places where politics and religion blend together not by accident. They intentionally say that it is a Christian conservative organization providing consistent, courageous voice in churches, legislatures, media, courtrooms, and the public square, where they stand for God's truth in order to strengthen the family. Mm-hmm. And they've got a very aggressive call to ask people to sign this marriage vow. And we're going to go through it, and we're going to chat about it, because I think it matters. Not only because of this particular vow, right? Not only because of the family leader, but it represents an entire way of Christian engagement. And then in hour 2, we're going to have Chuck Gutenson on, and he's the author of a book called Christians and the Common Good, where he says there should be a particular Christian voice in the common world. Now, he comes from a more progressive vantage point of his ideas and his particular legislative suggestions, but they're very similar in their approach, suggesting how religious people should be engaged. And so we're going to talk about that. Not quite in a themed radio program today, but in the first hour and the second hour, we're going to talk about the same thing. Which some people might call a themed radio, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen on purpose. It happened because we had this set up with Chuck Gutenson to be on, and it just so happened that this week on Thursday, Michelle Bachman and Rick Santorum decided to sign this marriage pledge.
They decided to go nuts.
They just went full on. So we're going to chat about that when we come back here on the radio program. Stick with us. If you have comments about any of this, you can go online and make your connections, or give us a call over here, 952-946-6205. And we'd be glad to chat with you. We'll be back here after the break on AM 950 and DougPagerRadio.com.